Good kitty. Twinkle toy. Oh no. Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
It's just
it's the
stream
bot. Okay. Scared me because I wasn't looking at it, so I'm like, ah!
Alrighty, Ark, it's all yours.
Hey.
Hey.
Go do the hosting thing.
Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to our Vampire Chronicle, Vancouver by Night. I am Ark Survivor and I will be your storyteller for this evening. And here are my wonderful, wonderful players. Rindis, would you like to start off?
Hello. As always, I am Rindis of PartyWipeGames, one of the founders of PartyWipeGames. I will be playing Desra Belmont, the La Sombra.
Shay.
I am Shay, also a member of PartyWipeGames, PartyWipe Gaming. I am playing Dr. Lauren Epion, a Tremere Blood Mage.
And Chestnut.
Ah, yes, we're down a player. Hi, my name is Krista, Spoiled Chestnut, or just Chestnut, and I am playing Navina Marlin, the Ventru. Ventru with a vengeance today!
And unfortunately, our fourth player, Finian the Malkavian, will not be able to join us tonight. But anyway, I will start off with a recap. Tonight, the members of our coterie, Desra, had been left a note by Gustav saying that the prince had wanted to meet with the coterie. They took their time getting ready and eventually set out for the Elysium, met with the prince, who told them that she was looking for a vampire by the name of Jimmy McCoy, someone who owed her a bond. The party got the information using from the sheriff, and they set off to North Vancouver. There they went into a little underground bar called Lucky. Finian met with a group of frat college boys, while the good doctor saw something using her sense the unseen and rushed to the back, which caused an altercation with the bar owner, which Navina managed to get by using her Ventru magic. Vampire dogs.
Uh-oh. Goose really needs to get a leash on those things.
The good doctor paralyzed a rat, stuffed it in a Tupperware, which Navina very reluctantly hid away in her purse. And they brought it out to a remote parking lot in the hills, where it was revealed to be the Jimmy McCoy, who was a gangrel. There was an altercation threatening of taking his blood, or vitae, and Finian performed a Malkavian premonition and got some insight into his motives, which was enough for Desra to fulfill the threat the prince had promised. They stepped out of the car, Jimmy resisted, which led to Navina's intervention. He insulted the coterie, which was not appreciated by any of them. And currently he is being suspended in the air with 4 shadowy tendrils issuing from Desra. And that is where we start.
Yes. Alrighty. So correct me if I'm wrong. Desra can't really do anything other than holding him up in the air right now, right?
No, I can use these as weapons.
They're essentially like 4 extra arms.
Yeah.
Perfect!
I'm Dr. Octopus right now.
Yes. So I will, now that he's been pinned to the wall, I'll pull out my phone from my purse, Prince, while looking him dead in the eye.
As you take out your phone to call the prince, you actually get a notification then from Latius? Is that how you pronounce it?
Lycius?
Lycius.
Yes.
And do you have a specific notification for her?
Probably not, just because don't want to have specific ringtones for people, or like that's bad news bears.
That's definitely not good.
So you bring up the phone and you can see the text is there.
Okay, I'll look at the text later. I'm possibly about to do a murder right now. I need to call the prince.
I'll just be leaning against the car, arms crossed.
Now, Jimmy, why you gonna make her mad like that? You know, if you make Ventru mad, she gonna be taking her revenge in pounds. And she's gonna emphasize I'll emphasize the point by using the tentacles to slam them up against the ceiling.
Alright, roll your... I believe it would be Oblivion and Strength.
Yeah, it would be... I think you're right, but let me double check. I should have had this open, but it's setting everything up slows me down. I should stop being stupid and just save that PDF so I can find it faster.
That would help.
I suppose on that note, I should probably pull it up as well.
Disciplines.
Oh, it's actually Wits plus Oblivion.
For the actual attacking part?
The arms use the vampire's Wits plus Oblivion to attack and deal superficial damage or grapple,
There we go.
adding half the user's potence rating as damage bonus.
Yep. And I have the potence ability prowess up as well, so that's going to actually make it my full one.
So 2 extra points of damage.
Yep. Alright, so you said it was Wits plus Oblivion. Alright, let's roll this out.
I'm going to say this is difficulty 2, simply because it is another vampire.
I don't know. I don't know why I need to check. It's already written here. Okay, here we go. No modifiers, right?
Nope.
Alrighty.
You succeed.
Nice.
The arms tighten around his limbs and throw him up into the ceiling. How hard are you throwing him?
Oh, I'm making sure this hurts.
Alright. You slam him up, you can hear the cracking of the cement.
Careful, he's already taken some damage from my poison.
He ain't gonna die from none of this. He just gonna remember.
Oh, fuck!
I'll, once he's slammed up against the ceiling, I'm gonna draw him down, get him into eye level. Now, Jimmy, why don't you be a good boy and apologize before she reached the prince? And we're like, turn him around so that he can.
Don't let it yet.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna turn him around to face Navina.
Don't let him down on my account.
Desiree, I'd like you to roll intimidation and charisma. Or actually strength and intimidation.
Oh, I was gonna say, can this be a stare down? Strength plus intimidation?
Yeah, we'll call it a stare down.
Alrighty. So that is a specialty, so that gives me a bonus die.
1 extra die.
Alright. Modifier 1?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
No, you...
Swoosh.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yay, thank you, extra die.
You stare
the
down
phone
Jimmy
ringing?
and... It is.
Oh, okay.
Prince doesn't pick up on the first ring. You had cut out after you said stare down, though.
Yeah, I was...
Hmm.
Okay, so you stare him down and... It takes the... he's scared already, but... Looking into your eyes, seeing the uncaring... Like, to you, I'm assuming he's pretty much nothing.
Nope. He is
This
very
isn't
much...
done out of anger or anything, just... It's a job.
Mm-hmm.
And that's almost worse than having someone that's actually angry.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Voice
alright.
is just business.
Alright, I'm sorry, okay?
Oh. What you sorry about, boy?
Fuck everything? Dropping the bond, insulting all of you. I'm sorry, okay?
What's this about a pun?
Oh,
Right.
to the prince.
Doctor, you needing anything from him?
At this point, the phone picks up.
Hmm.
Yes.
Your Highness, it's good to hear from you again so soon. We have Jimmy for you. Say hi, Jimmy. And I hold the phone up so that he can scream if he wants to.
I'll give a good squeeze for emphasis.
Ah!
There we go. Is he spitting at us?
No, he's gritting, biting down on his lip.
Oh, when you...
There's probably some
Got
drool.
it, got it.
I mean, there's probably spit in it, but
Gangrels.
it's not like spitting at you.
Okay. Then I put the phone back to my ear. We have him. What would you like us to do with him?
Like I said earlier, break his arm and remind him of the debt.
Oh, you see, we've reminded him quite thoroughly. I'm sure he'll keep his ear to the ground next time you give word. But you see, he insulted you by insulting us. He said that we were your bitches. And she grins this nasty, sharp grin as she looks at Jimmy.
You can hear a light chuckling from the other end on the receiver.
Jimmy, why don't you show the prince just how much of a bitch you are? Bark, May.
I'm sorry, you cut out a little.
Just told him to bark.
Yeah, I said show the prince how much of a bitch you are. Bark for me.
Is this your compel thing?
No, I am just straight up fucking telling him. With the prince hearing this whole conversation on the other end of the line.
Roll charisma intimidation for me.
Oh, fun. Fun, fun, fun. I might be, not as burly, but I can be scary. Let's see. Intimidation, persuasion, or charisma? Wait.
Intimidation,
You said charisma? No modifier?
Nope.
Don't think. Okay. Oh, I crit!
Boom.
I crit! I crit! I crit! Fuck you!
Actually, in Vampire, it's 2d10. That's a crit. 2 10s.
Aw.
I've looked it up specifically.
It just highlighted the max one. That's a shame.
Aww,
2 10s
sadness.
2 10s equals 4 successes.
Okay, but it's 3 successes. If that math is right, then
No, because it only counts with 2 10s.
only counts to 2. Okay, then I got 2.
Vampire math is weird. It's like you take calculus in high school and then you just graduate to vampire calculus and it's all different.
Why would they change math?
It's bad. Don't. That is the best line in possibly any movie.
It was pretty great.
It's math. You don't change math. Why would they change math? Yes, I got 2.
And he's going to grit his teeth and just kind of turn away. Like turn his head.
What? He's not gonna.
He is refusing to comply.
He's not gonna make a noise? Oh. I'm not gonna compel him. I'm going to look at Desra and give a little eyebrow raise and a nod. I don't think he hurt me.
I'm going to have the tendrils hold him up, one on each leg, one on each arm, and I'm just gonna start snapping limbs. So I'll start with the left arm. I'll roll to break the arm.
Okay.
Same wits and discipline.
Yes.
No mods. I'm assuming Shabuski.
Your shadowy tendrils start to pull at his arm, bending it, but vampire's physiology kind of makes your bones a bit stronger. It's hurting like hell, and he is starting to cry out, but you aren't snapping it just yet.
Only gonna get worse, Jimmy. You best be doing what she say.
I kind of like just tilt my head away and let them do what they do.
You know how to make this stop. Come on. Bark for me.
Be a good dog, Gangrel.
Be a good little bitch.
I was a fucking rat, not a dog.
Your choice of words. They come back to bite you, don't they? And I'm just grinning. It's not a wide manic grin. It's just the I've won kind of like smugness.
Let me know when I can roll for another limb.
And after a couple more seconds, you can hear a distinct crack as his arm flies back. God! There, you.
You peeked there at the end.
You cut out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you started to bark and said, "Are you happy now?"
Your Highness, are you happy?
Cut off one of the hands, then leave him.
As you like. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Shall we bring it to you?
No, he'll know.
Though, there is one last thing that you should know. Our dear Finian gave us a little premonition. And it said he'd run once he got pricked by the rose's thorns. I don't suspect he's going to stick around to heed your warning.
Give the phone to Desra.
As you wish. Pass the phone to Desra.
Yes, my prince.
Stake him and bring him here.
As you command. And they just like casually hand the phone back while keeping the tendrils busy. Probably just have like an extra tendril handed over to you. Just like, here you go, tiny tendril hand.
I take it gladly and put the phone to my ear in case there's like instructions.
Oh, it's hung up at this
But I don't
point.
say anything.
Huh.
Oh, it's hung up. Okay, I turn it off and put it in my phone. I remember that I got a message, but I will get to that privately.
I'm good.
I have his blood and I should be able to find him if needed.
I think we'll get to that in a moment. Natalia, bring me a steak, girl.
She'll exit the car and go to the back.
No, we're doing that, are we? The prince asked for one of his hands.
Prince be
She
deciding.
doesn't care that he can hear this.
Prince be deciding Finian's warning is worth merit. And on that note,
He's a good boy.
on that note, at the mention of Finian, look up towards the passenger seats.
He is not there.
Just gonna
Oh,
not going to say anything.
God.
Not going to say anything while we're dealing with this rat. But she's going to going to give a sidelong glance towards Vanima, and head gesture to the passenger seat, and then wait for the steak.
And Natalia hands you a probably fairly well-made steak.
Navina's pinching the bridge of her nose with her eyes closed, just... What? He's gone. Like, there's something... I can't wrangle a Malkavian who isn't here.
Can't do anything about it now. We'll have to deal with that later. well, Jimmy, I'd say it's been fun, but you're more of a pain in the ass than you're worth. And going to pin him down to the floor, and then go ahead and stake him.
You can roll me a strength and melee roll.
Now, question, because I don't have access to her sheet, does Natalia happen to be good at melee?
Let me find the sheet I was using for Natalia.
Because if this is a thing where I know she's good with weapons versus brawling, I might just have her stake them and just be like, staking other vampires is beneath me. I have my ghoul do it. And, you know, what greater insult than to be staked by a ghoul than...
Yeah.
I can think of several.
Mm-hmm.
She is decent in melee weapons.
Okay, because I would just have my strength, so I'm going to nod for her to do it then.
Wordlessly, she takes the stake back and stabs him into the heart.
Doctor, you're free to be getting his blood as you like now. Best be working quick.
Yeah, I don't waste any time. I just take out a couple vials and a
his ear.
syringe.
She does have an
I do have his ear, but I want vials.
Yeah, she wanted some blood, so
Holy fuck! Okay.
I'm the kind of person that was like, yeah, we needed to get our job done first, and then you can have fun. So it's like, wasn't ignoring the doctor. It was just, we need to do our thing first, and then you can play.
Yeah, but I have a...
Oh, I thought this was play.
Oh no, this I got you. No, yeah, no, this
For us, this
yeah.
is play.
But yeah, I don't waste any time in drawing a couple vials of blood. Just to be on the same. Tourniquet and everything. I don't need a tourniquet. He's dead.
No, he's not dead. He's in torpor.
He's not gonna bleed out.
I use a tourniquet just out of habit. No, I don't need to.
And you manage to successfully draw. How many vials of blood are you looking to get?
2 or 3. It'd take less than a minute to get them.
Okay, what are you guys doing with Jimmy? He is staked and now in torpor.
I suggest we throw him into the trunk. We don't have any room in the car.
No. Yeah, he's
And
going.
yeah, she's aware the Finian's gone.
He's going in the trunk. just very, very much dump him in the trunk. Make sure that he's on his back with the stake clearly lodged in. I would assume that we don't need to rip the arm off since the prince escalated their orders to staking him.
Yeah.
Okay, it was like, is that a safe assumption? Sure, should I rip it off?
It is a very safe. It's a safe assumption. Like, it went from just do an injury to him to now we're staking him.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like I can do both, but I was assuming that she just upped it. Okay. So yeah, and with
Working with a prince, as long as you know that this is a new order. Ignore the old one.
Mm-hmm. And once everything's finished, I think the lights probably like flicker back on, and you see just the shadows recede back into my coat, and just take a moment to readjust the clothing, make sure the hair's all in place, and just kind of look over to the doctor and Navina and nod.
Beautiful as always, Desra.
It's a pleasure doing the prince's work.
She smiles, and it's warmer than the one that she was giving Jimmy.
Well, you didn't give Jimmy a warm smile?
No.
Oh no. He got a
no.
razor's edge smile.
There's no smile on my face, but there's a slight nod.
Let's be going back now.
We'll have to look for Finian again. How far away are we from the base?
Finian again.
From your haven?
Yeah.
Quite a distance.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I swear, that boy is going to be the second death of me. I don't know anyone on this side of town, I don't think. But I know somebody I can probably send to go find him. Maybe. I don't know. They're not a ghoul, they just know what he looks like.
If necessary later, if you'll allow it. If he wants to offer a bit of blood, I can use that to track him. But I understand that.
You just see her just make this face of,
Blood to Tremere, I get it. Just an offer.
I think Navina's gone full mama bird on Finian. Just like, you are not. No.
As Navina and the good doctor enter the back seat, you can see scratched into the back of one of the front chairs is, "Bye, I left to go find my angel, Finian."
God damn it.
He's fine.
It's like physically
What?
scratched into probably the leather seats.
Oh, god damn it.
That was real leather. That was real Finian. Oh god, that boy. I'll find him later. Right. To the prince?
to the prince.
And Natalia puts the car into drive and leaves the parking lot.
I wonder why she wanted us to stake him.
The
I
premonition
mean,
upset.
admittedly, it's much quieter.
The premonition upset her.
Couple possibilities. Either she wants to bond him or kill him.
Prince ain't taking no chances after hearing Finian's words.
I wonder what it was that he did. Or was
From what Finian described, he made a promise to survive after getting separated.
Yeah, and then he ran off. But I'm wondering what the promise was.
If that promise means getting pricked by a thorn, then I imagine it takes something out of him.
Oh, I thought we were the thorns. We're certainly the thorn on a number of people's sides. That's a fair assessment, yes?
Might be the thorn, but the thorn came from the rose.
Or the Marshall.
I think it's a fair assessment that whatever the prince wants is something painful to him.
Probably. This makes me curious.
Primal fear, like any animal getting pricked by a thorny bush, might seek shelter elsewhere.
I wonder what the winter was. I really hate that sometimes those predictions can be so metaphorical. Nothing's ever nice and literal with Malkavians. It's just the unfortunate downside.
Perhaps.
What do you plan on doing with Jimmy's? And she gestures with a finger.
Blood?
Mm.
I have a few ideas for my research. I plan on keeping one vial just in case it's needed, in case he does happen to run. He can be found using my magic. As far as my research goes, possibly developing a potion that might be able to grant Gango powers without having the bond effects of the VtM. At least temporarily. The ear? Well, I know a little bit about genetics. Maybe I can experiment something with that. Grow organs, I don't know.
They already do that with rats. Like growing ears and things on them.
Oh, I was thinking about just growing organs in like a little vat or something.
We don't have access to funding for that kind of thing, but
maybe not.
It's possible.
At the very least, I can grow some tissues. I've got a large amount of petri dishes.
Can you grow something out of something that's dead?
Yes, it's possible.
Huh. Nope.
It might not be what I intend to grow, but I don't know. Perhaps I can replicate VT-less blood or something of the sort. At the very least, the potions I'm fairly certain I can do. The other things are more or less experimentation.
You just see a look of like, I don't even know how to describe it. Just Navina makes a very uncomfortable face at the word experimentation.
Yes.
We'll be arriving in a couple of minutes.
Very good. Yeah, I'm gonna just flip on the jazz station and just turn it up just a little more and enjoy it.
And here's hoping that all the bumping and thumping in the back seat doesn't come loose.
And as those minutes pass, Natalia pulls into the parking lot.
Okay.
I'll wait until we're nice and parked and open the doors up for Navina and the doctor.
Step
I
out.
will step up.
Is it the kind of trunk that you need somebody to like pop the thing from the front seat, or is it you like a latch in the back?
Did we ever establish what kind of car it was?
No.
No.
I'm gonna look this up then. I think
It is up to you, I believe.
Is it like a Hummer
no God.
with plating on the side?
It's a Hummer with neon lights on it.
Is it one of those new solar-powered
No.
electric cars?
We wouldn't fit in there.
It's a Tesla. Because vampires are all about renewable energy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Care so much about that renewable energy. It is. I'm looking up a car that Desra would pick. That would look good. Something Camarilla classy. This is what happens when you don't know cars.
I don't know a damn thing about cars.
I'm
sorry.
trying to find a nice classic car.
The only classic car that comes to mind are Mustangs and Stingrays.
Get a Rolls Royce.
Oh god.
Is it strange that the first thing I pictured was horses and like stingrays, actual swimming stingrays?
That just means you like animals.
Yeah, I like Stingrays, the car, but they're horribly impractical. They just look really nice.
So, here's what I found, and I'm quite happy with the way it looks. It's a 1959 Coupe de Ville. And I'll go ahead and provide you a picture because I think this is the kind of classy that I would choose. Where are we, Vancouver?
Good choice.
There we go. And
Damn, that trunk is, like, doesn't look very spacious.
it looks like it's a 4-door, and if not,
This is an old ass car.
Desra's an old ass vampire.
Yeah,
It is a
but
nice car.
yeah, this is the car from the Blues Brothers, isn't it?
I think so.
It's a good movie, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I just picture like shutting the trunk and it squishes the steak further in.
And before I look like a complete asshole, let me make sure that this is actually a thing that we all can fit in.
I think yeah, I think so.
I'm sure
What do
chat.
we need
I'm sure
seatbelts
chat will
for?
correct
We're
us if I'm
vampires.
wrong. Yeah, that's also true. All right, so it's a
Like,
two.
you
It's
go
a
through the windshield.
it's a
Okay.
It's a 2-door, but there is a back seat. It also has a really long fucking trunk for some strange reason.
Okay.
Yeah, the old ones do.
Yeah. So I think just for the sake of our brain power, it's probably just a 4-door. So, yeah. Just because I would not put a Ventru through the indignity of climbing into the back seat of anything.
Yeah, no, Navina would be like, nah.
Yeah.
You want me to climb? No.
Yeah, that
Get a
doesn't
bigger
doesn't
car.
work. There is a. There's another one here. The 1965 DeVille is a 4-door, and it's also quite stylish. And it looks like this. And I think this still fits. Oh, that's a terrible link. God damn it, Google. View image. There we go. Still keeps that stylish quality.
It also doesn't look as out of place as the 59.
Yeah. Well, the
Well, out
59.
of place, but not as much.
The 59 just. Both of these would just get, like, that classic car appreciation. You'd probably have people being like, wow, that's really nice. And then Natalia would be like, don't touch the car. Pointing a gun at them. Like, don't get your fingerprints on it. Alright, yeah, so there you go.
We just had it waxed.
Mm-hmm. Cut to scene of Gustav in some jorts waxing it on a sunny day.
God. Can we bring up a picture of Gustav to show the audience so they know what exactly they're signing up for with that mental image?
Yeah, cut to Gustav in jorts, waxing the Coupe de Ville.
We don't have the jorts, so we got some sexy grandpa for you.
Some fabulous, sexy grandpa.
That hot granddad action.
It's perfect.
Fuck yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
So when the trunk opens, I say,
Yeah.
I advise you to mind your words. Watch the pit traps, Jimmy.
he's
He's in torpor.
he's in
He's
torpor.
not responding.
Oh, I didn't expect him to respond.
okay. I mean, I think in torpor you're semi-conscious, but so yeah.
You're kind of aware, but you're not able to do anything.
It's
So
like that
that's-
half awake, half asleep
Mhm.
kind of.
It's kind of like a non-lucid dream.
And very much paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody who's ever had sleep, you know what it's like. It's goddamn awful and terrifying in equal measure.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine that for years. Because sometimes they get like staked for a long, long time. Hell, that might be the punishment.
And you start to bring Jimmy through.
Do vampires go limp when they're in?
I think they go
Or are
stiff.
A rictus?
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh no! We staked him when he was like, when his arms and legs were stretched out.
Yeah, he's just forever T-posed.
Well.
Forever posing.
Can you imagine? We prop him up against the wall like he's a fucking cardboard sign. Oh my god. That's amazing. It's amazing. I love it.
Torpor is described as a relatively dreamless state where the vampire's body is preserved unless suffering from lack of blood and does not require sustenance. Sufficiently strong-willed individuals may maintain some degree of consciousness. So he might not even be conscious, but I guess that's up to the storyteller. And a few high-level disciplines can be used from torpor. Interesting. During the time, the body swiftly dries. Okay, that's if he dies. Mechanically, torpor in Masquerade has little after effect on kindred. Expectation. That doesn't really say what their physical state looks like. At least on
I think that if they go into torpor from not eating, they're pretty corpsey. You know, not able. They're fairly, lax. But I think if you're staked, you're like paralyzed, not moving whatsoever.
I'll carry him regardless. I'm sure it wouldn't be too much of a feat.
No, it wouldn't. And when the front desk guard sees you approaching, you enter inside. He goes up to the doors and pulls down the shutters. She's waiting for you.
Gesture for Navina to lead the way.
Mind you, we got this all done in like 2 to 3 hours after being given a task. We did this really.
We are good at what we do.
There's a reason you're the marshal.
Good. Yes, we're terribly vindictive, like to hurt people, and we do it very efficiently.
Which is why the prince keeps you around.
I am fucking sashaying in front, just like power walking. Like, yeah, we done did the thing. How's that?
You guys take a.
He wakens.
I'm sorry.
Once we remove him from torpor, he's immediately at hunger 5. Nice.
Oh, that may not be our problem.
No, it's not. I was just looking to see if there was anything special. It just says lies completely dead to their surroundings, reduced to the appearance of a shriveled corpse. So yeah, he just looks like a dead body. Excuse me. But yeah, we head in to go see the prince then, carrying the body.
You take a quick elevator ride up and appear in the Elysium. The painting is no longer there. The prince currently sits on a decorative couch made of satin, drinking what looks to be a dark red wine. Or at least that's what most people would see.
Important question. In place of the abstract painting, is it now tasteful nude?
Yes.
Okay.
I like that much better. Good evening, Your Highness.
Good evening as well.
I give just a curt gesture as best I can to show respect while firemen carrying Jimmy.
Oh, just set that down over there, and she makes a gesture to one side of the room.
And I'll just flop him over.
Yep, that'll.
It seems we are missing one member of my little Marechal.
Oh no, she noticed.
Who would have thought the Malkavian would be so obviously gone? Navina will take a breath and close her eyes a moment and sigh. Finian went on a wander, as he does. I'm going to call him later. He didn't want to stick around for the festivity. She vaguely gestures towards Jimmy like he's some ugly plant.
That's a shame. So thank you for sorting out my little rat problem.
Too late. Sorry, friend.
Right?
That would have been epic, though. Let's see. Of course, we're at your service, Your Highness.
I have a little reward picked out for you here, and she gestures to a few on the table.
Eyebrow raised, turn to look.
They're paper envelopes, each written in a dark red ink of each of your first names, except one is just written the Doctor.
I'll walk over and pick mine up.
I'll do the same.
Ditto. I don't open it yet, though.
Is it like a wax seal, or?
Yes. With the imprint of a rose.
Of course it is.
It's a Toreador, what did you expect?
Of course. Ironically, I have a letter opener.
I knew this would come in handy.
I will. Yeah. Okay. I really don't want to mess up my manicure, so I'm going to carefully take out said letter opener and very carefully open it. And seeing the other two, I offer it to Desra first.
I'll give mine a good slice.
Make a melee weapons check now.
I lose to a fucking envelope.
No.
Paper cut.
Paper cut! Oh
The vampire's true weakness.
no! The paper. God, it could be. Depending on how hungry you are.
You just go
What's
full frenzy. Yeah.
Well, if we pull out Jimmy's fucking steak and one of us gets... That might be a big issue.
Alrighty, so what's inside?
You all open up the letters, and inside it is an invitation to a party hosted by the city's harpy.
Oh.
We get to meet all the movers and shakers.
What do we know about the harpy?
It says the end of the letter is signed by William Valentine.
Would it be an etiquette roll to know more about harpies and their roles?
Yes, it would be an etiquette role to know about the harpies. Etiquette and intelligence.
I have
a point in etiquette. I would like to know. Hey, all right.
Tell me your secrets.
Tell me your secrets.
I got one.
Yeah. Doctor, do you have etiquette?
Holy shit. The doctor knows things.
I smart.
Oh, mine's the zeros. Oh, fun. I know Jack Diddley.
You don't really worry. Desiree, you don't really worry yourself about the harpy. You know that they do things, but it's not really concerned with your job.
Yeah, that's sad. I had points in it, too. Oh, well.
Navina being a fairly new vampire, you know that the harpy isn't quite like the sheriff. The harpy kind of designates themselves, but that's about all you know. But upon that, you know that the harpy is kind of like well, first one of their jobs is detailing all the bonds between vampires, all the important bonds, not like, oh, you helped me out one time, okay, but if anything is important, you could probably meet with them to figure out what the bond between Jimmy and the prince was about, if he was willing to
Interesting.
The other part of the harpy's job is they're kind of they say what's in fashion. They also tend to run the parties that go on. And with your etiquette role, you would know that William Valentine is a Ventru.
I was about to say, the job I want.
William Valentine is a Ventru. Details important blood bonds and decides what is in fashion.
Now let's show up in good taste then, shall we? When's the date of this party, and do I know anything about this guy because he's a Ventru?
The date is...
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I hear you.
The date is set for a couple months from now. Also reading through, you can tell that is a black tie event.
Mm-hmm.
And as for knowing about William Valentine himself,
Mm-hmm.
you might have heard about him, but you don't think you've met the man himself.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So I will gladly put the letter away in my purse and turn back to the prince. Say, "It's an honor, Your Highness. Will you be there?"
I may not.
Same.
Most likely.
And are we to go as your guards?
No, normally I would ask that. But I decided that you should go as guests rather than a guard.
Hmm.
An honor.
It's very generous of you. Thank you.
Very generous.
You can see there was no letter left for Finian.
Oh, my boy!
I think it was just as she knew he was getting in regardless.
I mean, he's part of the Marshal. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. God, what are we gonna do with that boy? Oh my god. Internal freakout. Okay. 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 Yeah, Navina will be trying to be as calm as she can be, and looks to the prince. Is there anything else that we can do for you, Your Highness?
I have no further use for you tonight. If I do, I'll tell you.
Gives a small bow and looks to the other two and gives a nod like we're rolling out, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, I nod in agreement, tuck my letter away into my coat, move towards the elevator. I don't have anything else.
Same.
And as the elevator doors are closed,
Sorry, go ahead.
as the elevator doors are closing, you can kind of see her rise and go, "Now what to do with you?" Approaching Jimmy.
Can I make an insight to determine whether or not he is dead now?
Sure. Make an insight wits roll.
He was technically never alive to begin with.
He is already dead.
You know what I mean.
I know, I'm teaching you.
You're not sure what the prince's intentions are. She's very good at hiding herself.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
At the very worst, he won't feel anything. He's already tortured. Or maybe he'll feel everything, because she'll unstake him.
You'll feel everything, I'm pretty sure. Oh, goodness. Well, I did hear a fantastic quote not terribly long ago. Not my circus, not my monkey. So, back to home base then?
Of course. In retrospect, whoever he ran with before, those rats might come scurrying for him.
Are you worried about him?
No, it's an afterthought.
God help anyone thinking they're gonna try and rescue him from the prince.
Honestly, I sort of wanted to give him to you as a lab rat, but that would be a little too cruel. And, you know, she wanted him alive. Ish.
I understand. I'd have been as kind as I could be with a lab rat, but it would have been useful data.
Imagine you got enough to work with as you do.
A good amount, yes.
Good. Let's be heading back. Tonight's made me hungry.
God, please let me borrow Natalia just for a moment. Please, Desiree.
She just shakes her head. Just no.
You get the very fake puppy dog eye.
Unmoved. Unfeeling.
Not fun.
I know your
And
games.
she'll give a smile. She'll give a smile, and assuming Desra opens the door to the car, she'll get in.
Yeah, that's just that would be the normal routine. I'm classy. I hold the door open.
I'm
for
going
you
to
guys.
text. I'm gonna text. Oh, it's much appreciated. I'm gonna text Finian and say, get somewhere safe, you idiot. Don't be out past sunup. I don't care where you are, just don't be outside after. And like these are like one after another after another.
You see a long, like, you know, the little 3 dots, those almost 2 or 3 minutes. And you get K.
Oh God.
I text Finian.
I hate this boy. I hate this boy.
I text Finian.
I hate him and I love
Cinnabon.
him. Why?
I text Finian Cinnabon, ribbons, pancake party, the end. He'll know what it means.
Oh, I forgot he can't read. Read. Forgot.
No, instead he sends lipstick.
I'm sure that's fine.
Let's see. There'll be a picture of a sun, the angry imp face, and then a giant X, and then a picture of bed, like several bed emotes with exclamation points.
And he'll send you in reply a lipstick.
Oh dear.
I send a kiss back.
He'll send you a kiss back.
So,
I hate that we have to pantomime. Ugh, this boy.
presuming there's time, I would like to do some experimenting.
This has only
Want
taken you a
tonight?
couple. Was that a question for the DM or just saying that to the group?
The DM.
This very fast. It's only about 12:30.
Damn.
Well, we got the full night ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're good.
You and your bestial crits.
Hey, don't call me a bitch, okay? I will make you knock like a dog.
That's not the one I was talking about.
Oh.
Since the insane.
Oh yeah. That was helpful.
Super helpful.
So when I get back to my lab, I'm going to take some tissue from the ear and put it in a petri dish and try to grow more tissue. And then spend the rest of my time trying to distill a potion to get shape-shifting powers.
Okay, for roll science and intelligence for creating the tissue.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's on the hunger dice. Don't sample the wares.
Interesting.
Don't.
Just like chewing on my thumb and then realize I'm missing a thumb.
Now this will come into play later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Oh no. Okay. I'm going to probably head out. Because they don't really need me at the moment. And I have things that I need to take care of. So I'm going to leave the haven and read the text from Lysius.
I also have to go out hunting.
Lysius sent earlier, hey, when are we meeting up again? And after you didn't respond for about 30 minutes, just, babe, question mark.
Yeah. I will, as soon as I'm far enough away, I will send a text first to see if she's still awake. And say, sorry, I nodded off for a bit. Are you up?
After a few moments, get, yeah, you know I take night classes.
Text back. They're the worst. What's the homework for psychology? I slept through it.
Essay on the first couple chapters.
I text. Are you at home or are you in class?
Class canceled tonight. Hanging out at the coffee shop.
Meet you there? Question mark.
He sends you yes and a smiley face.
I send a kiss and a smiley face, and I make my way towards the coffee shop. I check first to make sure I don't have any blood.
Yeah, I assume before you left the Haven, you made sure no blood was on your outfit or anything.
Yep, all good. Okay, off we go to the coffee shop.
Where's Desra going?
I have prey exclusion as well, so I need to go find specific meals.
You're cutting out.
I have prey exclusion as well, so I need to go find a specific meal. So I think...
Oh no!
I think with Alley Cat as well, and security in our back pocket, I'm going to go for a walk. As is all I ever leave written down as a note. But I'll probably go check out, see if there's like, I'll probably dress down a little bit. Not her usual, not the usual fancy attire, but a little more casual clothes that probably seems unusual for the coterie. But this is like the hunting outfit to go lure people.
So like tank top and blue jeans?
Yeah, probably something a little more casual. Probably like... I imagine that Desra would have clothes from every decade of fashion, and there's just a set she prefers to wear while doing business, which is the very upscaled, classy attire, but probably just like very casual, like 70s pants and a top for this, which of course is probably rounding back around in fashion right now, because I have no idea how fashion works, or women's clothing for that matter. But she would dress down into something a little more casual and go see if there's a frat party going on. She has that like because she would have appeared in her 30s. She has that like, I'm a professor who's cool enough to hang out with the frat kids kind of dressed down.
So that's why you went for 70s attire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you know it's college. There's probably a frat party at least every week, if not more.
Of course. It's easy pickings.
So you can see what frat house it's in, and what do you want to do?
I have to... I'm going to get inside and probably lure some frat boy away. Somebody who's nice and drunk and doesn't know any better. I imagine there would probably be some pretend drinking and all of that stuff. And then just lure them out of the frat house and be like, hey, let's go for a walk. And then feed on them out in the park or something, away from prying eyes.
Are you gonna kill him?
Oh, that's too messy.
So you're...
I'm gonna feed down to 1 dot. Since I only have 2 hunger.
Yeah, so you bring this frat kid out, and you lean in, you prick the vein in his neck, and begin to drink. Stopping yourself before you go overboard. You manage to get yourself down to 1 dot. And I assume you're looking close the wound.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you going to do with the kid?
I'll find a nice bench to leave him on. Make him look like he passed out on the bench.
Okay. We've been going for about an hour and a half, I mean.
Yep.
Do we want to take our break?
Yeah. Everybody good with a break now?
Sure.
Alrighty. Let's take 5 and reconvene.
Yay! Like a drink.
Yep. Stick around, folks. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Remember, folks, stay hydrated, take your meds, kiss your cat, be. Thank you, cat. You go. Yeah. You too. Oh, there's a fat boy. There's a big boy. Hi.
Is everybody back? Sounds like I'm the only one.
I'm
here.
here.
I'm back.
There's a chestnut on the chair. No.
Yes, but no K.
Okay.
Savon Malkavian today.
I'm sure they're fine.
So Desra's meal choice is
She has a male prey exclusion. That way we didn't step on toes while feeding.
so weird. Mine was very specific. Mine was pretty girl.
Yeah, you picked pretty girls. Am I a pretty lady?
Very specifically. Hey, Navina has fucking standards. She's up her own ass.
No, I'm a predator. I don't have time to be picky.
You take all the fun out of it.
Yeah, probably.
The whole point of feeling powerful is toying with your food.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're down a GM.
Might have gone a bit longer than 5 minutes.
It's okay.
No, it's no issue. We shall just
I
tackle
got to
him
cuddle with
roundly.
my kitty.
Yay.
Yes. Hi. Hi. Over here. Why have you forsaken us, God? Why? What have we done, us poor wretches? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Why are we singing?
That's all that's it.
Hey,
We were
yeah,
waiting on you.
we were. We felt abandoned.
Good.
Yes. Wow. You.
Everybody's back, Ark.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Navina, you go out to the coffee shop that's on campus.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's terribly pedestrian, but I'm walking.
You can see Lacius sitting outside, 2 cups of coffee.
Lycius.
Lacius.
Yes. Seeing as I now have to drink coffee, I will activate Blush of Life.
Okay, make a rouse check as you will the blood to fill into your dead lungs and all your other organs.
Nope. No successes.
And you feel the beast inside you rousing your hunger. Go on. Drink her down.
What do you...
There's...
No.
Till there's nothing
No.
left.
No. We are going to eat. We are not going to hurt somebody I care about. There's other people. This one's special. And I will go and sit down with Lisha and give her a kiss on the cheek as I do, and just give a warm smile. Hey, babe.
Hey. Seen you around in a bit.
Hope that coffee's for me.
Oh yeah, you know, your favorite.
Thank you, sweetheart. And I will take the coffee and open it up, assuming there's a lid on it. It's probably something very fancy, but I don't drink fancy coffee.
I don't either.
It's a macchiato.
Isn't that alcoholic?
No.
Oh.
It's caramel, I think.
What is?
No, a caramel macchiato is...
Oh.
No.
Macchiato is just the way you make it. It's a reverse latte. You just do the steps of making a latte backwards.
Sure. Let's go with that. With Baileys cream flavor creamer and I'll take a deep sniff of it and just sigh and taste some.
And it's something you probably haven't had in quite a while.
This has been way too long. All these night classes have wrecked my schedule, my sleep. I don't know how you do it. You're here as a med student.
That's my secret. I don't sleep.
Sweetheart, you have to sleep.
Oh, you know,
Everybody
I'll
has to
sleep when I'm
eventually.
dead.
Knowing you, you'd probably still be awake with all the coffee.
Well, eventually then. And she'll rub one of her temples. So many classes to work through.
You okay? That and labs and the nursing, not nursing, the stuff you have to do at the hospital. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's just, you know, med school is a really competitive field. So you gotta, don't, you get dropped.
I know. That's why it's like this, you know? Either you're busy or I'm, because of these goddamn night classes, one of us fell. Look, why don't I go back with you today? And we'll crash for a couple hours.
Is that
Though,
all? We'll...
honestly, even with coffee, I'm going. She actually
wow, wow.
Oh. Oh. Miss Strung, you do play your cards.
She just gives a smile.
Yeah. I'd like that. Maybe, we can watch a movie or something. Just
And so you'll go off and
yeet. There will probably be some nomming when the pouch wow wow happens.
and the beast will urge you to drink every last drop.
Nope. This is my girl. Does that say? 5 minutes into Netflix and chill. Yep. What's the movie? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Just put something on, it's fine.
It doesn't matter.
And you manage to get your hunger down to 1 die.
Yay.
And then after an hour, your blush of life ends. And you can feel the coffee inside you whirling.
I'm gonna excuse myself to get a shower. And when I'm in the shower, just bleh. Because there's water coming down, there's already stuff, just make sure it doesn't sound like vomit.
The dangers of eating food.
Ugh.
Realizing that I need to feed at some point too, since I'm kind of like the campus doctor, I'll probably go treat a few students as part of my job, and any that need to take blood, I'll take blood from, because that's my specialty. And I'll try to put a little bit on reserve.
Okay, so you're trying to gain some bagged blood.
Yep.
Because now we got bag blood. I'm done. I swear, I'm done.
Can I kick you?
I
Superseded. Somebody clip that to annoy the DM.
I'll get Max right on that.
Nice.
Doctor, I'm gonna need you to roll intelligence and streetwise.
This wouldn't be like medicine, because I'm doing medicine stuff.
Your predator type gives you intelligence and streetwise.
Well, shit.
Oh no.
So you go on to your shift in the, I don't even know what it's called. Nursing room on the campus. I don't know what it's called.
It's probably like a little clinic.
Clinic, yes. And there are a couple. There's not much to be drawing blood for. So you aren't really able to get any extra blood to feed on.
Since there's no no patients really coming in, I'll look to like the night nurse on shift, and I was like,
Guess I'll eat you. No, probably not that.
I'd just be like, hey, you wanna do it?
Wow.
Roll charisma persuasion.
One success.
She looks up from the computer she was typing at, looks over at you, gives you a look and goes, I'm sorry?
Purely experimental.
What does doing it, and she puts that in air quotes, have to do with an experiment?
Well, I mean, some of the best things you learn are practical, right?
Hashtag it's just college.
She's going to swivel back to the computer.
I just kind of smile, slightly amused, and roll around boredly.
Just rip to that plan.
I stepped away for a hot minute. Did she just ask to have sex? Buddy?
Just casual.
You want to do it.
I want to do it.
Yeah, that's sexy. That'll get him. That's totally the way to hook somebody. Absolutely, 100%.
Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Huh?
What we got?
I get 2 extra dice rolls.
Oh, 'cause she's pretty.
For what? Oh.
Okay.
Hey.
How you doing? Now I'm really curious if this worked.
I really want to know.
It'll be amusing if it does.
Does 7 work? 7's a success?
Yeah, it's 6 to 10.
1 success.
It would
Ah,
add,
see,
add a
see.
success, yeah.
She still says no, but without as much thinking you're weird.
It's a slight giggle, like, maybe not now while we're working.
Yeah, I'll accept it. Still hungry though, so I'm gonna go to the back. And while, since there's nobody around and she's occupied on the computer, I'm going to go through the medical freezer and take a blood bag. Larceny.
Yeah, roll. Let's go with intelligence larceny.
God damn, there's no blood in here!
You can spend 1 willpower to reroll 3 dice.
Alright. Wow.
Yeah.
So many 2s and 3s.
I think one. I doubt they're very expertly locked. So you pop it open and you're going to steal one of the blood bags.
Yep, just one. Probably one that's marked like with multiples, so that work doesn't get interrupted. Like one of those backup things.
Okay. Are you going to drink it there?
Is anyone around?
Not in the back.
Is
Now that you
there a
can see.
camera? Not that I can see.
Roll wits awareness. If you want to see if there's a camera.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You don't
No
see
love
any.
from the dice god.
Okay, I'll go back and I'll start using the blood to run procedural experiments, and then, like, when there's nobody around, I can't imagine that there'd be any, I'll just drink sparingly. But I'll do it subtly, because I know I'm not in the... No, actually... No, I have an iron stomach, so I will instead, run the needed experiments, and then the excess blood I'll just tuck.
Okay. You drink the blood bag down, and you slake your hunger by 1.
I'll drink the excess after leaving for the night, where I know there's no prying eyes and stuff.
You would have been able to get it all down there. It doesn't take that long to drink out of a blood bag.
I'll still wait to to drink the excess, so just in
Okay, you manage to get through the rest of your shift. Does everyone end up back at the Haven?
Yes.
yes.
I don't think Navina is going to be back anytime soon.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be coming back.
She's a bit tied up at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Gustav.
There's not likely a text that's like, I'm not gonna be back. It's just a thing she does.
So you're calling Gustav?
I might. Actually, I'll speak to... I'll speak to Desra first. Desra?
Yes. What can I do for you, Doctor?
You have a good contact with security, correct?
They be on the payroll, yes.
Is there a way to find out if there are surveillance in the clinic on campus? I know there's...
What you be doing this time?
I haven't done anything on site, but for future reference, it'll be useful to know if I'm capable of feeding from the bags there or not.
I can look into it for you.
Without threatening the Masquerade.
Yeah, I'll put in a call to Gustav and find out for I think I need to make a tech roll for this because of course I do. Technology. Flip phone. Tech plus charisma to call.
One moment.
What is it specifically for my thing? I think it says cancel.
Technology test at difficulty 2.
Am I adding anything else to it? Or just straight tech? It says charisma, composure, dexterity, and manipulation, resolve, stamina, strength, wits.
Anyone requires a difficulty 2 plus Bane's ability as microphones have similar problems. It doesn't say specifically, but I'd say resolve makes sense.
Okay. Let's resolve. Ring. Nope. It's like, I'll make the call. Start pushing a couple buttons. Then I hand the phone over. Finds the one for Gustav and dial it for me.
Okay. I will look for the one for Gustav and dial it for her.
Just puts it on speaker.
Boop.
It rings and Gustav picks up. Everything okay, boss?
Just gonna need you to look into something for me, Gus. The doctor is inquiring about whether she can be feeding from the clinic blood bags without breaching. If there any security that y'all aren't having your hands on inside.
I'm sorry, boss, you're coming in staticky.
Oh, he asked if, like, I imagine, like, we're both, like, the same distance away, but for some reason,
come in
Desh's
clear.
voice comes in statically. She asked if there are security cameras in the clinic that are not under your control.
Well, we have access to the security cameras, but not every guard is under boss's payroll.
Anything in the back of the clinic where the blood bags are kept?
No, it just looks like the front room.
Ah, good to know. Thank you, sexy grandpa.
Oh God. Do you actually say that to him?
Probably not.
Probably or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Okay, then.
She be meaning well, Goose. Static, static, static.
She said I mean well.
Okay, is there anything else?
Just be keeping an eye on the clinic for us. You probably have to tell him that too.
I repeat that.
Okay, will do.
Okay.
The line will go dead at that point.
Yeah.
I'll return the phone.
So tuck away her little burner flip phone and just kind of look. Don't think
You know-
really. Oh, go ahead.
Maybe I should start looking into a signal booster.
Afraid don't work that way. The shadows be interfering with things. No technology is really gonna help. I just need to find a way to work around it.
I guess you aren't going to space anytime soon.
Afraid not. More akin to the abyss and the depths than what lies beyond.
Very well. I've got some of my experiments distilling currently. It'll take time before I come up with anything. But I imagine, given a few days, I'll have a potion that will allow shape-shifting capabilities, hopefully, if all goes well. Jimmy's cells, even dead, have a fascinating mutation rate.
Just gonna raise my eyebrow at that.
I mean that as from the shape-shifting capabilities.
Of course. And she ain't worried about reaching none.
No, as long as, if this potion is a success, as long as we use it properly. I don't imagine it would be, as long as we don't, whoever does decide to use it, doesn't use it in front of people who are not part of the Masquerade.
Just kind of shrug like, yeah, that's a bit outside my pay grade, so I'm just not gonna get too deeply into it. And she'll just nod and be like, well, if that's what she'd be after, then.
I'm after... Well... These are just steps. What I'd really like to do is... overcome the flaws that are put on those with undeath, while retaining the natural power granted through it. But that is a big hurdle.
Dangerous one, too. Them Banes be keeping the clans in check. Cain's curse was given for a reason. Might be upsetting the balance. Putting the Inquisition eyes on us, too. Just tread carefully with it.
Of course. Thank you for checking on the security, by the way. That's actually quite useful.
Of course.
Well, let me know if you need anything. I'm going to go check on my experiment.
Very well. Enjoy the rest of your night then, Doctor.
You as well, Desra.
And tonight will end as you all fall asleep, and as the sun begins to rise.
You cut out.
As the sun begins to rise.
Mm-hmm.
We head to our coffins and sleep.
I don't know about Desra, but I sure as fuck don't have a coffin.
Does Desra have a coffin?
That's a good point. No, I probably do have a nice bed after this point. Probably had a coffin for a couple decades, and then was just like, I could just have a room without windows.
You know they make earthquake beds that like drop down and are basically coffins.
Yeah, I have one of those. That sounds awesome.
Does Vancouver get earthquakes?
I don't know. Do they get them that far north?
I don't know.
I don't think it's directly on a fault, but I mean, you never.
Yeah. So I'll have one of those beds though, because that sounds cool.
Post it here for you.
Show me this bed.
This is one of the designs for this earthquake bed. There's a bunch of different designs.
Oh god, that would be terrifying. It just like drops you into a box. While you're asleep.
Trust me, you won't be asleep afterward. Oh, there's in the second one at like 20-second mark. There's a clip from the horror movie Nightmare on Elm Street. Insider apologizes for the error.
Earthquake-proof bed will give you nightmares. Oh no.
It only does the thing under seismic activity. But yeah, that's what I assumed our security staff has.
Alrighty, well, we will wrap up here. Thank you, everyone who stopped by and watched. We had a pretty good number that kind of petered out towards the end, but still had viewers nonetheless.
Nice.
Come by next week and check us out for more Vampire the Masquerade. And go ahead and give yourself a plug, Chestnut.
Oh, yeah, hi. Again, I've been playing Navina Marlin. And you can find me on at Spoiled Chestnut on Twitch, Twitter, and Patreon. Today is the last day of this month. You have a little over an hour and 20 minutes if you want to be a patron of mine for the next month. You can get cool shit like a full body sketch of your OCs, or cute little chibis, or even an inked headshot of your character. So yeah, roll on over. I do art and Let's Plays on my Twitch. And thank you for having me on.
Yes, thank you for being our storyteller tonight, Ark. Another fine episode.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I was happy to run it.
And of course, Shay, thank you for always being here to play with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, everyone, have a good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.